UM-DAE CEBS, Dr. V.K. Jain, to start with, you welcome all the prospective students and start the counseling with a few words of motivation for all of us. Sir, over to you.
Thank you, Pritesh. I'm really happy that you could manage and arrange this counseling meeting through Zoom. This we used to have at as a physical session at the UM-DAE CEBS in Mumbai. Because of this current pandemic, we are holding this meet on Zoom platform. First of all, I thank all the young incoming student of 14th batch, and I extend my very warm, hearty welcome to all of them. I wanted to greet and meet every one of you in person, but because of this current pandemic, we are meeting through Zoom. Of course, I cannot see all of you, but I'm sure you can, once this pandemic is over, we will certainly meet and we'll discuss more about it. I must compliment all of you. You have taken really very bold and courageous decision to appear in the next exam and successfully completed the exam. So my heartiest congratulations to all of you, and thank you very much for choosing CVS to take up career in science. I also thank all the parents and guardians who have motivated and encouraged all their children and the ward for opting and taking up career in science rather than going for seemingly lucrative professional jobs. I assure all the parents and guardians that you have taken a right decision. Because as we are moving ahead, as time passes with each year, more and more scientific challenges are before us. If we do not have a trained and motivated scientific manpower, then we have to depend on several other countries. As a scientist, as a nation, we have to build a very strong scientific base, and for that reason, I thank all of you that you have taken such a decision to send to advise and guide your child to take science as a career. Career in science, in my opinion, is a lifetime commitment. Why I say this lifetime commitment? Because a scientific journey is an exploration for truth, to uncover scientific challenges and find a right answer. And for this, we have to work hard throughout our life. The CVS model, as you will notice, is a rather different kind of model. What you see in universities or various colleges and other scientific organizations, this model is based on a different concept. The model has to be in the university setup, but at the same time has a full freedom. Here we students, the model is based on teaching come research. And we focus on mentoring students and grooming them to take initiative rather than to mug up the subject and develop analytical skill and think about scientific problem rather than imitate what everyone is doing around. Because now everything goes what is happening all around, people just move in that direction. And this year, the 9th batch of students have passed out, so nearly 250 students have got their degrees. Most of them, say I would say 95% with a master's degree, and more than 50% students are pursuing their career in science, either in India or abroad. The current uncertainty due to coronavirus pandemic brought many unexpected changes in our day-to-day life and day-to-day functioning. And history is testimony to the fact that whenever we put in a difficult situation, human courage, confidence, and indomitable spirit have surmounted such challenges to humanity. And this time too, we have shown that we can do it despite all those difficult situations. So we have initiated online classes. Now amidst the old batches, their semester will be over by 19th December, and your session will start from new classes, online classes will start from 16th November. And we will continue online mode for time being till new government guidelines are issued. And as soon as this lockdown for university and educational institute is lifted, we will encourage our students to come back to the center, and that time your practical and class laboratories will be held. All the laboratories are fully equipped to carry out your experiments in a graduate or PG level, and all the syllabus is designed in such a way the research component is there. So in 7th, 8th, and 9th semester, students are encouraged to take project, and these projects is not only confined in a local region, but most of you have gone abroad to do the scientific project and completed your M.Sc. So this is really heartening. The faculty is chosen in such a way. We have very limited faculty. Unlike many colleges and institutes, we have huge faculty, but we have very limited faculty, regular faculty. Most of the faculty is a visiting faculty. And this faculty is chosen in such a way that they are working in the subject area. For example, if you want an organometallic chemist, the person will be teaching organometallic chemistry who has worked for life in organometallic chemistry. If you want photochemistry, the person is working for life in photochemistry. Theoretical sciences, the person has contributed whole life, say 30, 40 years in theoretical chemistry. Similarly, in biology, molecular biology, or what you take, or in astronomy, astrophysics, people have spent 30, 40, 50 years in that subject area. Such people will be taking classes. So main emphasis is to groom and mentor in such a way that you are going and going in a right direction. So I once again assure all of you, parents as students, that you will find really wonderful opportunities in CBS and build your career in science and contribute in resolving various scientific problems or scientific issues which are faced by humanity and mankind. With these few words, I once again welcome all of you and thank you very much. And wish you all the best for your master's degree program. Thanks a lot. Back to Pratish.
So thanks a
Thank you.
lot, sir, for such a heartwarming welcome. Uh, I would like to invite Professor Swapan K. Ghosh, Distinguished Professor and the Dean of Academic Affairs at CBS, to present an overview of the academics.
Sir, we can't hear you. Can you please unmute yourself? Yes, I think now we can.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Now,
yes, sir. It's audible.
Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, first of all, good morning and heartiest welcome to the Center of Excellence in Basic Sciences. Our electronic address, all of you know. Of course, physical address is Vidyanagari. We have the Center for Excellence in Basic Sciences. Professor Jain has already mentioned everything about CBS. So what is basic science? All of you know that basic science consists of biology, chemistry, mathematics, and physics, and that they are the mother. It's the mother of all sciences and technology. It deals with fundamental aspects of knowledge. It provides strong foundation to understand nature, and you get the thrill of creativity and discovery. It's mostly curiosity driven. At CBS, which is a novel concept of institution, our director has already mentioned, learning of basic sciences is exciting and fun. Excellent integrated teaching with proper blend of research, and it is driven by curiosity and creativity. CBS provides learning in a university environment, but apart from the core faculties, there are many visiting faculty who are practicing scientists drawn from various research institutes in the city, like BRC, TIFR, IIT, ICT, etc., and also nearby places like Ayuka, Pune, etc. The salient features of CBS is that it is a global center of learning, and excellence and innovation is the mantra here. Fostering young, aspiring mind is our objective, satisfying the curiosity and thirst for knowledge through innovative teaching and research in a symbiotic environment of education. Intellectually vibrant academic environment. There is an interdisciplinary flavor in teaching and research program. That distinguished visiting faculty, I have already mentioned, who are practicing scientists, and interaction of the students with scientists of neighboring research institutes is often and is possible. Like our students interact with scientists of the BRC, TIFR, IIT, ICT, Ayuka, etc., and they do project also there, and they learn a lot. Flexible and interdisciplinary course structure, and we encourage research at the undergraduate level. Innovation is the key word there. There are many research projects in research centers of the city, and there is a full semester project in any institute of the world. Students go everywhere abroad or any other institute and do their project, one semester, full project. So what is the overview of our teaching program? CBS offers integrated M.Sc program in biological, chemical, mathematical, and physical sciences. It's an integration of the conventional BSc and M.Sc programs into a compact science education experience. Courses are spread over 5 years, that means 10 semesters, with laboratory and lecture courses. There are 2 mini projects in 7th and 8th semester respectively, and 1 semester-long project in the 9th semester. The courses are common for all the students in 1st and 2nd semesters, and choice of major subject in 3rd semester is based on students' interest and also performance in the 1st year. Courses in chosen major subject from 3rd to 10th semester are conducted, but with many common and elective courses, thus providing a flexible and interdisciplinary seamless course structure. That is the major thing in CBS. So with this, we welcome you to CBS and thank you very much. Wish you happy and safe days ahead. And we are looking forward to meeting all of you at CBS soon. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. So next up, we would move to the departmental presentation. So I would invite Professor Deepak Palit, who is an emeritus professor and the Associate Dean of Academic Affairs at CBS, who will be presenting about the chemistry department. Sir, over to you.
Good morning to all of you. First of all, I congratulate all of you for qualifying the next exam, and we feel great in your interest to pursue your graduate studies at CBS. Thanks to Professor Jain and Professor Ghosh for giving the salient features of our teaching at CBS. Here I will give you a very quick and brief review of the chemical science teaching at CBS. So I will be very brief because we will not have much scope to give all the details of the course structure we follow at CBS. So it is important to know that chemistry is the science of molecules and materials. So we have formulated a course structure to provide a sound understanding on the structure. I should go to the screen. And properties of atoms, molecules, and microscopic view of the mechanism of atomic and molecular processes and their possible applications in material, industry, and biological system. Keeping in mind that science is interdisciplinary, we have devised a course structure of the chemical science pondering over subjects of physical chemistry and chemical physics, biochemistry and biophysical chemistry, energy and environment, nuclear chemistry, material chemistry, and so on. You will find there is a cross connection or interrelations between the different kinds of subject matters. So this is the outline of our course structure for the 5-year integrated M.Sc course on chemical science. We will learn bonding, structures, and properties of molecules, energetics, interactions, and processes by atoms, molecules, and materials, reactivity, kinetics, and dynamics. More important is synthesis, purification, separation, characterization, and analysis of materials. We also learn about the interdisciplinary subjects, biomolecules, biomolecular processes, environment, lasers, materials, and devices. And you can see there are around 243 credits total, on average 60 hours for 4 credits. So foundation, so as Professor Ghosh already informed that in the first year, all the students will go through a foundation courses on chemistry, biology, physics, and mathematics in the first year. Purpose is to augment the knowledge gained in your HS course to an advanced level, which will ensure your preparedness of the for taking up the courses in next 5 years. So I'm not going through the course structures of the different subjects. So to be more specific about our chemistry courses in advanced level, we teach quantum chemistry. You'll be surprised what are quantum mechanics or quantum chemistry is in the course, because you know chemical reactions involve motions of electrons and nuclei, and these are microscopic particles. Classical mechanical laws of classical mechanics are inadequate to explain the motions of this microscopic particle. So to explain the various chemical processes and structures and dynamics of the chemical processes, you need to apply the laws of quantum mechanics, and we will reorient our courses so that all those laws are applied directly in chemistry to understand the structure and dynamics. We will learn spectroscopy, we learn symmetry and group theory, stereochemistry and chirality, inorganic materials, in which we teach coordination complexes, crystal field theory, organometallics. Also, we study polymers and supramolecules. In the energetics, interactions, and processes in chemical processes and materials, we teach thermodynamics, fundamentals of statistical mechanics, physical chemistry, and gases and solutions, interaction of radiation with matter, in which we study photochemistry, the different kinds of energy, electron, proton transfer reactions, and reactions in atmosphere, photochemical synthesis. We learn single molecule spectroscopy. Photodynamic therapy is a particular treatment used in cancer therapy, and also excitonics and photonic devices. We study chemistry of organic molecules, inorganic chemistry, nuclear chemistry. In reactivity, kinetics, dynamics, we study what is the rates of reactions, and in the dynamics, we study what is that mechanism of the reaction pathways, how the reaction pathways and the different molecular motions determine the course of the reactions. And also theoretically, we study the computational methods, the principles and methods of dynamical and structural studies, and molecular dynamic simulation. And this is an important aspect of chemistry, which is synthesis, purification, separation, characterization, and analysis of materials. We learn methods of synthesis, purification, and separation techniques, characterization and analysis techniques. So this screen is so In biomolecules and biomolecular processes, we learn environment, lasers, materials, and devices. So chemistry of biomolecules, biophysical chemistry, physical organic chemistry, chemistry of materials, lasers, and applications of lasers and spectroscopy analysis. We have no time to go through all those details. You may get it in the at the website of CBS. Go through all these individual course materials. So other courses you learn communication skills, humanities, social sciences, ethics in science, and intellectual property rights. We have the laboratory courses of around total credits of 47, where you learn the electronics, computer basics, physics, physical, organic, and inorganic chemistry, biophysics and biochemistry, computational chemistry. We have the reading project work, experimental or theoretical, or project work to prepare a thesis. So these three aspects are very important to prepare you for your future research career. And in this project work, what you do, as Professor Join already mentioned, that it is not confined that you do this project in CBS laboratory, but you can choose your laboratories in India as well as abroad. Semester 9 exclusively for the elective courses, where you choose your courses keeping an eye to your professional career you take up next to your graduate studies. So here you learn the environmental chemistry, organometallics, advanced organic synthesis in advanced levels, and many others. As student can choose the courses as per his choice. So although Professor Ghose and Professor Join has already emphasized these points, I will just emphasize these points to our students who will take up chemistry. So very important at CBS that with a small number of students in the class, students get special attention of the teachers. Many faculty members of CBS come from BRC, TIFR, IIT Bombay, Homeopathy Science Center, Institute of Chemical Technology, Mumbai. They are experts in their field of research and excellent orator. Students are therefore get the chance to study very advanced and contemporary scientific topics. They also get the advantage of interacting with the scientists and do the project works in the laboratories of those institutes under the guidance of expert scientists. Senior scientists deliver colloquium lectures to enlighten the CBS students in the modern and specialized topics of contemporary science. After completion of this course, it is very important, a student is employable in the leading national laboratories in DAE, ISRO, DRDO, ONGC, etc., as well as in chemical and pharmaceutical industries. Our students have been placed in reputed laboratories in Europe and USA in the field of ultrafast spectroscopy, chemical reaction dynamics, single molecule spectroscopy, microscopy, material science, organometallics, biophysics. So you can observe that field is diverse. It is no way confined to only the chemical science and ultrafast spectroscopy, material science, and single molecule spectroscopy, microscopy. All the fields they are doing quite well. We have, and this is both experimental and theoretical research. I'll be very glad to inform you that DA has approved a good funding for augmentation of our graduate and research laboratories, which will be equipped with very sophisticated facilities, and students will get all the advantages of this project. Thank you very much for your kind attention, and we'll meet your counseling session to further clarify our points. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I would next like to invite Professor Jacinta D'Souza, the chairperson of School of Biological Sciences, to speak on about her school.
Thank you, Sanskruti, and good morning to everybody. Can you all hear me?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Yeah, thank you. So welcome students and all the other members who have joined this meeting. So I'll be talking about the School of Biological Sciences. The school basically is housed on the second floor of the Nalanda building that you see on the right-hand side of the screen, with all the facilities housed on this floor. And this particular building is housed on the Kalina campus, as mentioned by several of the earlier speakers, which is essentially very close to the western top end of what we call as the BKC or the Bandra Kurla complex of Mumbai. And we operate from the second floor of the building. And if I could have the next slide, the entire floor of the lab, the entire floor consists of laboratories and facilities that basically cater to the teaching as well as research aspects of the school. And these are as follows. So you could see there is a UG and there are 5 research laboratories. Sanskruti, can you just click further? We have 5 research laboratories housed on this floor. We also have 1 research laboratory in the prefabricated structures where our teaching also is carried out, that is classrooms. However, the research labs and all the facilities, as I said, are on this floor. And these 5 research labs basically cater to or address some key questions in the life sciences. And then we have the common, previous slide, the common instruments lab, a room devoted to microscopy. Then we have a facility for the animal and tissue culture, related questions. At the far end of the floor, we have a huge facility which we call as the UGPG teaching laboratory. This particular laboratory is really big, and it has 5 bays, of which 1 is devoted for the common instruments, which is accessible to the students as well as the researchers. The other 4 bays essentially are, the infrastructure of this particular, the 4 bays helps us to conduct parallel laboratory or teaching sessions as well. And if I can go to the next slide, Sanskruti. Yeah, so we have basically 6 regular faculty members, and these range from the senior to the mid and the young level researchers, all with different levels of experience of teaching and research. For example, we have Professor Apte, who hails from BRC. He is a distinguished professor and is a very well-known person in the field of biology and sciences. Followed by the chairperson, that's me. And I have spent almost, having spent 25 years at TIFR, I have then come to CBS. And then we have 2 mid-level scientists, Dr. Subhajit Sen, whose Ramalinga Swamy Fellowship, a prestigious one from DBT, is hosted by CBS. And he too hails from TIFR. And he has spent a lot of quality time in prestigious US laboratories and has then come to CBS. Then we have Manu Lopez, who hails from IIT Bombay, having spent some time in UCST. We then have Sirisha, who comes from Osmania University and is an assistant professor, and Dr. Siddesh Ghag, who also has the DST Inspire Fellowship. He is actually a twice Young Scientist awardee, of which we are very proud of. So this amounts to a total strength of roughly 55 to 60 people. Next slide. Total strength about 56 to 60 people, of which, as I said, the regular faculty are 6. They hold their respective research labs. And per semester, we have visiting faculty coming from TIFR, BRC, ACTREC, NIRRH, IIT Bombay, a university itself, all senior and very well-known people in their field. And as the director also pointed out, they have a lot of experience, in the subjects that they are teaching. Currently, we have M.Sc students to the tune of 42 and PhD students. The program which started a couple of years ago, the biology department holds 8 such students. In the next slide. So the research facility essentially ranges from questions that are addressed in the following areas. The one that is on the right-hand side is for the Deinococcus. So people in Deinococcus, as well as Professor Apte and Dr. Sirisha, they basically address in questions which are related to radio resistance, as well as to the ones which is for antibiotic resistance. We have 2 scientists who are addressing cancer-related issues in with two different approaches. one who investigates the epigenetic model of cancer initiation, and the other one is trying to design potential therapeutics against TNBC. Then we have people addressing ancillary dysfunction, and Siddesh, who essentially is trying to understand the interaction between a host pathogen, that is Fusarium and banana. These research labs are accessible to all students at any given point in time. In fact, we have a lot of students who visit these labs around the clock. And they also carry out a lot of their 7th, 8th, and some 9th semester projects. In the next slide. So this is an overall structure of our M.Sc Biological Sciences, which is extremely relevant to this particular crowd today. Since we have two categories of students who enter CBS, one who've come with some knowledge of biology at their +2 level, while the others who have not done biology after their 10th standard. And especially for those who are not very well accustomed and have a gap in biology, we offer a biology refresher course, which is conducted every Friday in the first 2 months of semester 1. And this is fairly mandatory for those who have not taken a biology at their +2 level. Followed by this, as the director also pointed out, we have a common year, that is the first semester 1 and semester 2, in which the first semester is spent in teaching quality biology to our students, particularly the introductory part. We introduce, so you might wonder, if you have a refresher course, why introduce more about biology? So we actually pitch at a level where the refresher course and the introduction to the biology and the macromolecules is very well catered to. And having normalized these students by the end of 2nd semester, we expect and also hope ardently that these students are at an equal level. And then at the end of that, they can plunge into biology, and they are welcome to take up biology as their mainstream. And from semester 3 onwards, okay, semester 3 to semester 6, we spend a lot of time in teaching biology at its foundation level. And the foundation courses such as cell biology and molecular biology and biochemistry are taught to these students in these 2 years. And these go on parallelly with the teaching laboratories as well. The cell biology courses address issues related to the cell itself, and then point out towards those specific problems in the plants, the animals, microorganisms, and also viruses. At the molecular level, that is the molecular biology level, which actually cuts across all these cells, we teach students, the principles of molecular biology, genetics, certain advanced techniques that will be really useful for them, particularly when they take a PhD and also when they go to the industries. And there are courses, since biology is an integrated science, we do offer courses which biologists understand with a viewpoint of principles in chemistry, physics, math, and computers. And it is from the M.Sc level, that is semester 7 onwards, we plunge into specialized courses such as bioinformatics, neurobiology, immunology, biotechnology, and so on and so forth. So basically, this creates not only a strong foundation for those who are doing biology, it also caters to the level that they would take after completing M.Sc from CBS. And for this, I would like to also emphasize that, we do have reading projects also in the 7th semester, research projects, mini research projects in the 8th semester. And the techniques that are taught to them in the laboratory sessions become extremely useful when they especially go out and take up projects for their M.Sc dissertation in their 9th semester. One of the major highlights of biology are the educational trips and the interactions with the industry that we do all throughout these 4 semesters, all throughout these 4 years, starting from the 3rd semester. If I could have the next slide, Sanskruti. So basically, these are the highlights. As I said, it's an integrated approach. The first year is common. We have 45 core biology courses. We teach 7 courses from the other streams and some soft courses of humanities. And like other streams, we also take up 7th and 8th semester mini research projects and a 9th semester M.Sc dissertation, the total courses amounting to 62 with the total credit at the end of M.Sc being 240. In the next slide, I'll provide you some more statistics that are the achievements of this particular school. And so far, we have 37 students graduating from this school with 22 pursuing PhD. Then there are, we also have a parallel program where we have, external M.Sc students coming from proximal institutes as well as colleges. And these so far have been 55 in number. And as I said, all throughout the year, we have students coming into our research labs and conducting various projects in our research labs. And in the past 10 years, these have amounted to the tune of 118 such projects. Our students have been really, at the frontier of several achievements. 3 of them have got the Khurana, scholarship. 5 have gained projects through the national academies. 11 have cracked the CSIR net, some of whom have been even 3rd and 5th in the rank. 4 have gone through the NIUS program. 3 have cracked the gate. 2 have got the KVPY fellowship, and there have been 6 who have got several other awards. The research laboratories have 15 collaborations. So this also means that students can not only work at CBS, but they can also work under joint programs between our collaborators. And that has also happened in the 9th semester as well as the 8th semester projects. Many of our students as well as our researchers have got, best poster and presentation awards. Most of us have attended conferences at national and international levels. The school has also organized 2 national level conferences, and the school has had 90 such publications until now. And with my next to last slide, I guess, these are the placement records all over the world. And Sanskriti, you'll have to click once. These range from Asia to Europe, as well as the United States of America. These are not just placement, there are some dissertations also which have happened abroad. And in the last slide, these are my colleagues who make the department really good and rocking. And I welcome you to the institute as well as our school. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. So next up, I would like to invite Professor Swagata Sarkar to brief over the maths department. Yes. We can't hear you. Can you unmute yourself?
So now can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
So I have been charged with talking about the mathematics at CBS. I welcome the new students who have come here for the integrated to take admission for the integrated M.Sc degree. I thank the organizers for organizing this counseling session so that the students have some information about what goes on in the various departments here. So as Professor Ghosh has already mentioned, the total credit requirements for the degree are 240 credits. In the first year, we have common mathematics courses for those who had mathematics in class 11th and 12th. These are called mathematics 1 and 2 or M101 and 201. These courses mainly cover real analysis and some matrices. The aim of these courses is to bridge the gap between school mathematics and higher mathematics and give students a glimpse of the kind of mathematics that they can study if they pursue the subject. These 2 courses might be too advanced for students, those who did not have mathematics in class 11th and 12th. So they do not take M101 and 201. They take the remedial mathematics courses, M100 and M200, which tries to teach them some of the material that they have missed in class 11th and 12th. Of course, taking these 2 courses has implications in the selection of the major. students select their major at the beginning of the second year. Those students who select mathematics as their major do the mathematics courses from the second year onwards. So what are the courses? There is almost every semester has a course in, say, algebra, analysis, topology. Here they study subjects like linear algebra, group theory, ring theory, then univariate and multivariate calculus, metric spaces, algebraic and differential topology, etc. Along with that, in the second and the third year, they have courses in set theory. This every mathematician should have some grounding on. Various courses in number theory, discrete mathematics, graph theory, probability theory, various differential equations courses, differential geometry, and finally in their 8th semester, a course in computational mathematics. In the second and the third year, they also have interdepartmental courses, various general and humanities courses, and some courses in common with the physics stream like classical mechanics, numerical methods, etc. As others have already spoken before this, there are projects in the 7th, 8th and 9th semester. So in mathematics, the 7th and the 8th semester projects are reading projects, which allow the students the scope to discover their interests in specializing within mathematics. Then comes the 9th semester project, which is a big project. 9th semester consists only of a project. This is worth 24 credits and ultimately leads to the M.Sc thesis. 10th semester has an elective project. Should the student elect to take this project, they can either continue something they started doing in the 9th semester, or take up a completely different subject and get a flavor of something more. 10th semester courses are elective courses. The electives which run in a semester depend upon the interests of that batch of students and the availability of experts in that field to teach the subject. Till now, various elective courses have run, which have run are operator theory, and advanced commutative algebra, financial mathematics, geometry of numbers, statistics, coding theory, cryptography, ergodic theory, stochastic analysis, combinatorics, history of mathematics, Lie groups, etc. But new electives are floated every time, and mainly depends upon the interest of the students, what they want to learn in their final semester. Okay, so this is a question which we are asked often, and that's why I should talk about this. What are the future prospects of a mathematics degree? So our mathematics degree trains the students in analytical and logical thinking and problem solving skills, with this focus towards mathematical problem solving, of course. And this equips them for a variety of careers and to look at a variety of areas. Of course, in CBS, our mandate is to train future scientists and mathematicians. And many of our students go on to do PhD in either pure or applied mathematics. Such a PhD leads to jobs both in academia and in industry. The jobs in academia can be as faculty of colleges or universities or institutes like IITs, etc., or as research mathematicians. Then some people go after a mathematics degree, they can go for a degree in mathematics and science education. They need some more training, which they can obtain in various places, both in India and abroad, and after that, they are ready to work in the field of education. So our mathematics program equips students to also switch fields quite easily, and there many go for PhD in related fields such as theoretical physics, computational biology, theoretical computer science, machine learning, economics, etc. For those who do not want to go in for academia, or those who don't want to go in for PhD, they can straight away go for industry jobs in fields like financial mathematics, data analytics, company finance, etc. Of course, sometimes they need, say, a few months of further training, but most of the times, the students explore their interests in subjects like financial mathematics, data analytics, etc. during the course of their M.Sc. The training that the students receive during their 5 years, especially in writing and expressing themselves in a incisive manner, makes them extremely suited for a field like science journalism and writing. So these are the future prospects. Our alumni have joined as PhD students in prestigious universities and institutes, both in India and abroad, in places like Oxford, Iowa, Cornell, Christchurch, Max Planck, ISI, CMI, IIT Madras, IISc, TIFR, etc. They have, after their degree, some have joined jobs in industrial banking and finance sector, while some have opted for teaching and research careers in colleges and universities across India. So let me tell you a bit about our School of Mathematics. We have a very distinguished faculty. Amongst our senior members, we have eminent people like Professor Balwant Singh, who's our chairperson and Professor Emeritus, and of course the very well-known Professor Raghunathan and Professor Dani, distinguished professors, and Professor Sharda, who's an INSA senior scientist. So I am there, and of course amongst the young people we have Dr. Govinda Rakshit, who's a young researcher in the department. As you see, we have a very small core faculty, but very well known, and we complement our teaching with a very vibrant visiting faculty program. We have visiting faculty from places in and around Bombay, places like TIFR, University of Mumbai Maths Department, various colleges, Institute of Chemical Technology, Homi Bhabha Center for Science Education, IIT Bombay, etc. So two of our very regular visiting faculty, Professor Kaushik and Professor Parvati Shastri, will be there for today's interaction, along with one of our senior faculty, Professor Dani. And I'll also be there. Amongst the various research areas that are covered by our maths faculty at CEBS, the broad research areas come under the headings of algebra, Lie groups, ergodic theory, commutative algebra and algebraic geometry, number theory, algebraic topology, and operator algebra. So as you can see, we have a broad range of mainly pure mathematics. So I'll see you all at the counseling session. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. To people who are watching the live stream, I would request you to kindly wait. We will start the Zoom waiting rooms after the presentations get over. Yeah. So next up, I would like to invite Professor Amiya Bhagwat, chairperson of the School of Physics and also the academic coordinator, to speak on the Department of Physics.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay, thank you. So, good morning, everybody, and I welcome you all to the Center for Excellence in Basic Sciences. And I welcome you on the behalf of the School of Physical Sciences, which I happen to be the chairperson of. Well, frankly, I don't have to say much because Professor Jain, Professor Ghosh, Professor Palit, Professor D'Souza, and Professor Sharkar have summed it all. So I can simply say ditto and be done with it. But I'll give you certain glimpses of School of Physical Sciences, a rather reductionist and minimalist approach. I'll have a lot more things to say when you actually come down to CBS. So let us quickly look at the School of Physical Sciences. I'll not say much. So let's make a quick beginning. Where it is, yes. All right. Look, I'll start with the broad research areas that we have at the School of Physical Sciences. So as you all know, there are two major streams that run parallel to each other, more or less, and they are experimental physics and theoretical physics. So in the experimental side, we have areas such as an expertise in experimental condensed matter physics, then laser plasma interactions, astronomy, then experimental nuclear physics, and so on. Whereas on the theoretical side, our focus at this moment is primarily on three areas, and that is plasma physics, GRN cosmology, and theoretical nuclear physics. The faculty members of School of Physical Sciences, broadly, I'm not going to give you all any details here. I'll just say, as everybody else has said earlier, I'll simply say that we have senior and emeritus faculty. I mean, we have absolute eminent people on the faculty, such as Professor S.M. Chitre, Professor Nagarajan, Professor Vijay Singh as senior faculty members. Then we are core faculty members, and you will see all our information on our website. And then we have adjunct and visiting faculty members, which are active researchers and expert professors from BARC, TIFR, IIT Bombay, and Homi Bhabha Center for Science Education. All right. Okay, here it is. So, so far as the facilities are concerned, of course, I'll not tell you too many things, but all that I'll say here is we have extremely well-equipped laboratories, cutting edge, for doing research in condensed matter physics, plasma physics, astronomy, and nuclear physics. And on top of that, we have an excellent undergraduate laboratory with high degree of sophistication. See, that is the point. The exposure to a rather high degree of sophistication, exposure to state of the art is essential at an early stage, and without losing the view that the foundations have to be made firmer. And this is the real key feature of our program, that we introduce the students to sophistication without losing the sight of strong foundations. Now, these laboratories are actively engaged in research, and at the same time, they are doing teaching. So these two programs that run with us, they sort of complement each other, and the active research that goes on at the center, it helps our undergraduate students in shaping up their own careers and so on. Now I'll just quickly tell you about the courses that we offer in School of Physical Sciences. The others have already spoken about common courses and everything else. So again, I'll just tell you what we do in physical sciences apart from the common courses, because there are two courses on communication skills, and then there is a course on world literature and history and philosophy of science, psychology, and IPR, and so on. But the School of Physical Sciences typically offers courses in three different areas, broad areas. One, the pillars. There are 5 pillars of physics which we wish to strengthen, and that's what we do. So there are 3 courses, 3 full courses offered in mathematical physics. There are 2 courses in classical mechanics, 2 in quantum mechanics, 2 in electromagnetism, and statistical physics. So once the foundations are laid, one can actually take up practically anything one likes. On top of that, we have courses such as fluid mechanics. Then there are other topical courses like condensed matter physics, atomic and molecular physics, nuclear physics, astronomy, and so on. And there are a host of electives to choose from. And the electives are introduced right at semester 7. So students get opportunity to choose an optional course in semester 7, semester 8, as well as the 10th semester, which is full of electives. And of course, the project component is the same as what other schools also have. Like you have projects in semester 7, 8, 9 is dissertation, and then there is a project component in 10th semester. So there are I'm almost at the end of my presentation. So there are success stories, too many of them, literally. So large number of our students who are pursuing PhD in institutes of eminence in India and abroad. Some of them have finished their PhDs and now they are working as postdoctoral fellows. They have taken up jobs in industries and they're seeking jobs in the academia. Then a few of our students are working as scientists in BRC. They have entered BRC through the training school, and many of them have also chosen different career paths, including a management degree from IIM and so on and so forth. So this school is quite a vibrant school. Our faculty, our students, you're all welcome to interact with all of us. And all I'll say is welcome to CBS and welcome to physics department. So that is it from my side. I'll have more things to say when you actually come to the campus. Thank you. So thank you, folks. Great job.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, all of you. Unfortunately, Professor Chitre has not been able to join us. So we'll be wrapping up. We'll move to the next session. I thank everyone to all the professors who have presented today for this and started the counseling. And let's move to the next call. To all the students who are watching the live stream, you can join the call now. Please use the format that we have mailed you to join it. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.